Hey, what is good? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be taking a look at the Retroid Pocket 5, and this has been my daily driver now for the past 8 months. I bought this back in January and it is now towards the end of September, so yeah, 8 months in, this thing has been my daily driver. I have used this when it comes to home use, at work, and just traveling in general. This thing has been by my side and it has been absolutely flawless. So yeah, sit back, relax, let's get into it, and let's just discuss why I feel like this is possibly one of the best devices of 2025. So let's go. So when it comes to the design, this thing has had a major upgrade in every single way possible. I did own the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, and coming from that to this really is just a major upgrade. This thing looks very, very premium. It has a full glass front display. It has a beautiful 5.5-inch OLED display here, and just everything has been just made very premium. As you can see, the ergonomic bump outs here, it just has like this slight texture, which is really nice when holding this. The same here as the trigger buttons here, just slight texture on there, just makes it feel just so premium and a lot more comfortable in hand. Now, when it comes to the controls, these things are really nice. I think these are the same sticks as the 4 Pro. They feel very nice and smooth, very premium feeling again. And we got the same clicky D-pad, very responsive, no issues there. The only thing I would say about these controls, which to me, I don't mind them so much, it kind of gives me this more retro feel with them, but these buttons here can be quite clicky, so if you are somebody looking for a handheld that is a little bit more quiet, then this probably not going to be the best for you. But there is hacks online that you can kind of go through, and you can actually make these buttons a lot more quieter. But yeah, as far as the ergonomics and the actual design and everything, this thing just looks absolutely gorgeous. So when it comes to performance, this thing has the Snapdragon 865 chipset, it has 8GB of RAM, and it is plentiful when it comes to being able to play PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Pretty much every single game within my catalog is being able to play extremely well, and the bonus thing about this is this OLED display, 5.5 inches, it genuinely makes these games look like a HD remake or remaster, whatever you call it. But it kind of springs a new life into these games. The visuals look very, very beautiful. The colors are bright and vibrant. As you can see here on screen, unfortunately, the camera never does it justice. You have to see this in person to really appreciate it. But the graphics look absolutely beautiful. And all I've done is just up the resolution by times 2, 3 to 4. And it just makes everything look brand new. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. As you can see on screen now, I've got Burnout 3, and I'll be going through a couple of other games quickly just to show you what these are looking like. But yeah, PlayStation 2, GameCube, you've got the PSP, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Game Boy Advance, you name it, this thing can do it, and it just runs incredibly well. Now, we cannot talk about performance without mentioning the two absolute giants in the industry right now. That is Winlator and GameHub. Now, I genuinely didn't think that this was going to be possible, especially on such a underpowered chipset, but this thing is able to play so many heavy hitters. It is just unbelievable. And I'm going to be showing you some footage on screen right now, but to just even mention the fact that this can play every single GTA game, and yes, I'm talking about all the way back to the PS1, all the way up to the Xbox 360, this thing just looks absolutely beautiful. You can play GTA 4, GTA 5, it runs incredibly well, and the only downfall for playing these more heavier titles is that it does drain the battery a little bit faster, and it will make the device a little bit hot in the top corner here, but that is just something I am willing to live with. I only play this for kind of short bursts of gameplay sessions, so it's never an issue for me, about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. And yeah, able to play GTA 4, GTA 5. I've also got the Halo Master Chief Collection running, which is just, again, runs absolutely beautiful. And there is just so many games you can get running on this device with the Snapdragon 865 chipset. I think there's a few game lists floating around here, and I will try to put some in the description below just to give you an idea of what games can get running. But as I'm rambling on here, I will show footage of kind of the games that I got running and just how well they're able to perform. But yeah, Winlater and GameHub really have changed the emulation scene, and the amount of games you can play, heavy hitting games, is just absolutely incredible. Also, an honourable mention about the Secret Console emulation, and again, I just never thought in a million years that we'd be able to play so many games on this handheld and just running amazingly well. I'm just going to flick through quickly my kind of catalogue here, and these things just run like an absolute dream. And yeah, emulation is coming a very, very long way, and I am really, really happy with how it works on the Retroid Pocket 5. I think this is kind of like one of those devices where it's fairly priced, it looks great, it performs amazing, and yeah, I've pretty much been able to pull this out of my pocket and be able to play all the greats, all the heavy hitting titles, and yeah, I have no issues with anything. It's just keeps blowing my mind every time when we see new updates for these things. It just improves the performance, and it's just giving us a little bit more, which is just always an absolute bonus when it comes to these small pocketable handheld devices. So one last thing to mention here, and that is cloud streaming and like Xbox Remote Play. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's just all down to the screen. It just looks absolutely fantastic. Now, when I'm taking this traveling with me, it's really cool that I can just tether my hotspot and connect it. As long as I've got a good connection, these games just run absolutely amazing. And I've been playing stuff like the new Saints Row game, Dead Island 2, we've got Doom, we've got Call of Duty, we've got pretty much everything you would want to be able to play. This thing can do it one way or another. So cool to have these options. It's cool to have a handheld that can just power through and just give us great visuals, great battery, and a great experience when it comes to pocketable handheld gaming. So when it comes to the price, this cost me £230 to £240. I got the official case with that, and it came with shipping included. And yeah, absolute steal when it comes to the price and the performance that you get in with this handheld. But if you are wanting to kind of spend a little bit less, I have seen this go for as little as £160 secondhand. Typically it goes for around about 180, 190, so there are plenty of deals out there. One thing I will say, a bit of advice there, but if you are looking for this secondhand, definitely keep an eye out around about the time when a big new release is about to happen, because a lot of people are willing to sell these devices for pretty cheap. So definitely keep an eye out, but you can't go wrong whether you're paying full price or secondhand. This thing is absolutely amazing, and for the price, performance, it pretty much does it all. So let's wrap things up with the pros and cons, and I'm going to start with the cons because there really isn't a lot of negative things I can say about this. The only thing that really stands out to me is these clicky front buttons. Now, to me, I'm not really fussed with these, whether they're clicky or not. It kind of gives me like a retro feel, like the reminiscent of the older controllers, but it is something that I think a lot of people do have an issue with because they like to play these in more quiet environments. But there is ways online you can check on like YouTube in order to make these a lot quieter. But yeah, if you don't mind that, then it's not going to be an issue. The only other thing, and this is just typical of smaller handhelds, is that this is going to give you fatigue over long periods of gameplay. Now, I typically spend around 20 to 30 minutes every session, and I do find that it does get a little bit of fatigue in the hand, especially if you're switching from the D-pad to the analog stick. And I have found myself often than not just putting the device down, having to stretch my hands for a few minutes and then getting back to it. But yeah, that is just typical for a smaller device, and they have figured a way how to make it more comfortable. They sell you obviously the grip, which you can get for very cheap. I think it's like £10 to £15, and it will make the overall experience pretty much perfect and get rid of that fatigue altogether. So yeah, that's the only kind of cons, is the buttons and the kind of fatigue in the hands after long gameplay sessions. But when it comes to the pros, pretty much everything. I mean, this beautiful 5.5 inch OLED display, the buttons feel absolutely fantastic, the sticks, I love the attention to detail to the little textured triggers and the textured ergonomic bump outs here. I love the ventilation on here, it looks very, very nice, and it does help keep the device very cool, especially when you're playing the more demanding games. And it just looks like they have just spent so much time and effort making sure that every single detail is just flawless. And I gotta give it to Retroid, they do make a fantastic handheld. I love the 4 Pro. I was a bit hesitant in upgrading to the 5, but I'm so glad I did, because this is just a major improvement from every single aspect. So yeah, if you want to check out any of the videos, please do. I got a few videos now testing out more demanding games, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, me rambling on, just kind of giving my thoughts. I absolutely love this thing. Again, it has been my daily driver for the past 8 months, and it's going to continue to be my daily driver, maybe until the Retroid Pocket 6 comes out. Who knows, we'll have to see what they're going to be delivering there. But yeah, if you're looking for a small pocketable handheld device that has a lot of power and can play some fantastic games across the board, then this is going to be the one for you. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these videos as always, and yeah, happy gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.